This afternoon I'm visiting with Dennis and Diane Sienko, owners of Bend Wine Cellar and neighbors of mine, and I like them very much, and you're going to like them more when you hear their story.
So we came here in October of 2004 on our way up to our daughter's wedding in Seattle, and overnighted on the way up and fell in love with the place and bought a house 2 weeks later. We really hadn't planned on moving after Diane retired in June of that year, but it was just such a beautiful place we couldn't pass it up. And so in August we moved in, and now we're here. We came here with our own personal cellar full of wine, which was something over 100 cases, our little collection, and there was no place in town to store it. So we had it stored temporarily until we found this space that's underneath a restaurant, and it's mostly beneath ground. It's basically a cave. 3 sides of the walls are dirt, and the other side is a north-facing concrete block wall, so it's a cave. And so we talked to the landlord. He said he had a hard time renting it because it was always cold down there, and I said, well, hello. That's what I need. So we ended up entering into the lease to make this into a wine storage business, thinking that would be someplace to store our wine, and we have other customers in town, and that kind of grew. We had a bunch of lockers built inside, and it grew slowly. And so we decided, well, we have commercial space, maybe we should sell wine to our locker storage customers. So we got a retail wine license and started selling a few bottles of wine to our friends and to wine storage customers, and that grew. And that grew to the point that we had to remove some of the lockers to make space for the people to come in and taste wine and buy wine. And that grew, and so we ended up opening some space next door. And that grew, so we put a website up, and that grew. And now we're thinking we may have to expand our hours. It's not a problem in the winter, but in the summer I want to golf. But it's kind of the accidental wine shop. But we have a lot of fun. We are both retired from professional careers, and we enjoyed that. But we enjoy this much more. We meet a lot of people. We meet a lot of people drinking wine, and Diane's women tasting wine business has a bunch of women drinking wine and eating great food. How bad can that be?